Hello, good day, Mom, Palka. So I am John Michael Cabellion, BE2. So my topic for today is all about alternative delivery system or the alternative um, on how we are going to deliver lesson some information through this pandemic. So we have a learning objective. So at the end of this chapter, we are expected to create a learning program that introduce an alternative delivery system, and we differentiate the technologies that support alternative delivery system. And lastly, we appreciate the characteristic of each technology. So technology is very important today in delivering some information. So we will going to read this one. So understanding the distance education. So in this time of pandemic, we are learning the distance education. So it is every parents wish to send their children to school to attend classes and have education that will help them land a fine job in the future. However, parents are having difficulty in sending their children to school due to distance and financial concerns, and also due to pandemic. So distance education, it means that it is a method of education where the students can study their own choice of place and time without having to meet their teachers face to face. Instruction, instruction in distance education is being delivered with the use of special materials and technologies that may be included in the alternative delivery system. So that is the distance education. So we have here characteristic of distance education. So first, um, we provide learners with physical disabilities, work, and other personal reasons a chance to learn and be educated without attending formal schooling. So it aims to achieve independent learning, and it provides the learners with learning packages with are prepared by qualified instructional designers, and it provides accessibility to learners. And number five, it provides convenience and flexibility to learners. Number six, it is effective or cost effective. So, and number seven, it provides greater access to new technology. And the last one is it supports student-centered approach. So in alternative delivery system, we have technologies that support in distance education or in delivering system. So first we have broadcast radio audio. The second one is the comprehensive video. And the third one is conferencing web. Fourth one is conferencing online. And the last one is the technologies. So, okay, so we are going to, okay, so there, okay, so the first one is the broadcast radio. So radio is an ADS or alternative delivery system, which is considered as a powerful tool when delivering a lesson or disseminating information to a large group of students. So radio is the most accessible ADS, for it can reach people even in the most deprived areas at a relatively low cost. So when delivering a lesson via radio, it saves times, energy, and money. And teachers are trained in the use of the broadcast radio to make them knowledgeable and skillful. And with the use of this ADS is making the delivery successful. The different formats of delivery in broadcast radio can be discussion, documentary, drama, docudrama, discussion, and interview. So this alternative delivery system, the broadcast radio, is very important in in low signal area, like in the province where it is far, or yeah, it is relative low cost area. So broadcast radio where you can you can broadcast the lesson, or you can deliver the lesson, the information through a group of students. Then the advantage of this alternative delivering system is it is saving of time, energy, and money. So let's go to the advantage of the use of broadcast radio. May be advantage and disadvantage to both teachers and students. So first, the advantages. So it is most accessible medium in terms of geographical reach. So it cost of radio is relatively low. The third one is radio can be used with other media or materials. The last one, it helps people in rural areas be literate in the ABCs and 1 to 3s of life. So that is the advantage of using the broadcast radio. So let's go to the disadvantage. So people in rural areas may have trouble in purchasing a radio and having it repaired. So also it is a poor reception, may bring poor delivery of information. And the third one, broadcast schedules may bring inconvenience to students for peace and time beyond their control. And the learning without visuals may be challenging for visual learners. And the last one, interaction among learners is limited. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay. This the audio conferencing. So the second one is the audio conferencing. Is also known as telephone or phone conferencing or teleconferencing. Teleconferencing is an alternative delivery system also in which instruction may happen though telecommunication system. Exchange of ideas, information, and messages are articulated remotely from the teacher to students and vice versa with the use of a telephone or computer. So is a teaching technology that is flexible, economically, reasonably, and available. This kind of alternative delivering system can be viewed as difficult when it comes to use and delivery of instruction. So there are prior to implementation of audio conferencing, a great deal of planning is required. Of these questions as guides to assess if audio conferencing is essential in instruction or not. So first question is, what is my learning outcome for the course? The second one is, how will the delivery of the lesson be understandable for the students? And the third one, what approach is effective for this kind of delivery? Number four, where are my students situated? Number five, how many students do I have? Number six, will the audio conferencing be linked individually or by group? And the last one, how long will the instruction take? Hours and number of sessions. So those are the questions. And to assess the audio conferencing is essential in the instruction or not. So let's go to the following pointers to make the instruction interactive. So first, let's have the acknowledge all contribution and inputs of the students. The second one is if the students wish to say something, apply the interruption protocol, which is the equivalent of raising hands of students in a face-to-face instructions. And the third one, response to answers positively. And the fourth one, allow the students appropriate time to think prior to giving answers to the questions problem needed. And number five, have small group discussions when solving complex problems. Number six, manage the participation of each student to avoid students dominating the teaching and learning process. And the last one pointer is the encourage the students to do more of the talking. So the third one is the video conferencing. So the video conferencing is used by the teachers and students to transmit coursework at a distance. So this is another convenient delivery system that schools apply to have teaching and learning continuous even at a distance. So some educators would call it is an interactive video conferencing where interaction may happen in a small or big group where participants and the teacher converse and see each other through a video. So the best example of this one is the Google Meet, um, the Teams. So that is the example, one of an example of a video conferencing because um, the teacher and the participants see each other through a video and interacting. Okay, so there are characteristics of video conferencing. So first, it allows learning at a distance. So through in this time, yeah, video conferencing is very important to deliver the lessons of every students. And the second characteristic of video conferencing is it allows learning through demonstrations as seen in the video. So like this one, I have a reporting through video, and it allows global learning by having speakers or guest lecturers share their expertise virtually, and it allows continuous interactivity, and it allows access to information. It allows conduction of virtual field trips. It stimulates learning environments. It is flexible. It is affordable. And the last is it is it promotes global collaboration. So that is the characteristic of video conferencing. So characteristic of video conferencing that support learning environments. So the first one is teachers and students are connected synchronously. The second one, students develop their probing skills by points of questioning and clarifying. The third one is students listening and observation skills are increased. And the fourth one is interaction and collaboration among peers are enhanced through activities that give authentic learning. So that is the characteristic of video conferencing that supports the learning environment. So the tools needed in video conferencing